maybe that doesn't feel right, but no, okay, and the ending, what do you call that? They were having fun. All right, today I'm checking out XTC. I'm listening to the song Melt the Guns. Let's get into it.
I'm speaking to the Justice League of America. The US of A, hey you, yes you in particular. When it comes to the judgment day and you're standing at the gates in your weaponry, you dare go down on one knee, clap your hands in prayer, start quoting me, 'cause
Okay, what an interesting sound for a song that actually has like a message, like a social commentary kind of message. It's Melt the Guns. I mean, okay, I get the message. You know, the message, they don't want to have guns, but the sound to me sounds at times, you know, a little bit I don't know what the right word, not silly. When they say that agree part, let's see what it say. Then agree to, it just, maybe that's emotional pain or something they're expressing. They agree to. It just sounds so cool. It sounds so cool. It feels good. It feels like you'd be dancing kind of outdoorsy. You know what I mean? This has like a sprinkle. Maybe it's the drums or something there. It has a sprinkle of that outdoor barefoot dancing. To me, it feels like a fun song. It's a fun song. But I guess if you have a message like this, there's different ways to go about it. You can go really super sad and give examples of tragedies, or you can go kind of a fun sound and hope it's like a massive hit, and then people keep listening to it because it's fun. It's fun. Just melt the guns, melt the guns, melt the guns, and then it programs people to want to melt the guns. That's so interesting sounding.
melt the guns, melt the guns, and never more to fire them. Melt the guns, melt the guns, you're the melt the guns, and never more desire them. Melt the guns, melt the guns now. 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 Melt the guns
What are they doing? What? See, that ending has me back where I was in the beginning because I was thinking, like, is it kind of silly sounding? But no, maybe that doesn't feel right. But no, okay, and the ending, what do you call that? They were having fun. No, they're having fun. They were getting to me a little silly with her. Maybe that's just how they express the emotion. Oh, melt the guns now. It felt almost hypnotic at the end when they're like, oh, melt the guns now. Melt the guns now. You know what I mean? Like they were trying to hypnotize me. Like they were trying to program me or something. I don't know. That was just a fun sounding song with a good message.
I don't know. Tell me, man, what do you know? What do you know? Me and my boys on the road. We to go. She told me, boy, you to go. Like, I don't know.